Hey guys, today we're going to be doing October favorites. A little disclaimer before I start this video. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually an actress, so time to time I get gigs that take me away from home, and right now I am doing a show in Connecticut, which obviously you can tell my background is a little bit different, and this is just a temporary background until I'm back home in December. So excuse my not so pleasant background for the next few videos. But I'm going to have a lot of videos coming your way since now that rehearsals are over, I have a lot more free time for you guys. Sorry if I've been away for a little bit. And thank you so much for your participation in my giveaway. I have announced a winner on my video if you want to check that out. And congratulations to her. I'm really excited about that. So let's get started with these favorites. Okay, so the first thing on my monthly favorites is a foundation brush. This is the Optical blurring brush from Urban Decay. It's a rounded top foundation brush. It's different from the Sigma F80 in that it's round. The Sigma F80 is really flat. When I first got this brush, I thought I was going to be obsessed with it and it was going to be my holy grail. I was never going to need anything else. And then I used it and I kind of liked it. It was really soft, but it was good. That's all I could really say about it at the time. And then when I got my Sigma F80, I didn't use this again for like a year. I had this for a really long time. But now that I've started using more full coverage foundations like the Estee Lauder Double Wear and Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation and the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream, I find that with the Sigma F80, it can get a little patchy. I don't know if it's just absorbing too much of the product because it's so thick, but I just didn't like the way that the Sigma was buffing it out, and I didn't like using a beauty blender because it sheared out the product too much. So if you're going to use a really full coverage, really highly pigmented foundation, you don't want to shear it out. That's not the point. So one of these days I just said, I'm going to try this again, and it changed my application of those kinds of products. And I just find it just delivers the best, most flawless finish with a really thick foundation. I still use my Sigma F80 all the time. I will sometimes still use it with the Estee Lauder Double Wear because it is a little bit thinner, but the Becca and Kat Von D are really almost like a cream. They're not even liquid. They're like pretty creamy. So for those kinds of creamy foundations, if you have those, try picking up this brush. It is phenomenal. I'm so happy that I picked it back up again and now I can have it in my arsenal. If you watch my channel, you know that I really like the Morphe products and I've been singing its praises all over YouTube. So obviously those are going to be my monthly favorites, the shadows and the blush and contour palettes I'm obsessed with. I have another one somewhere else. But the top favorite of mine, I think I'm going to have to say, is the contour kit. This is going to be my ride or die holy grail, never be without palette. This shade right here, I talked about in my video. It is the perfect combination of white and yellow. For us fair skinned girls, people want to use that banana powder, and if you're really fair skinned like me, that can make you look really sick. Especially the Ben Nye. The Anastasia is a little bit lighter, but it just made my skin look like sallow and not dirty, but just not great. If you're gonna go for a Ben Nye powder, get the Cameo powder if you're fair skinned or cooler toned. But this is like the perfect combination. It has that yellow brightening power while still being a little bit on the whiter side. It has totally changed my highlighting and setting makeup game, and I'm obsessed, and you need to get this palette because it's like, I think I paid either $15 or $19, I don't remember. My next favorite that I will be discussing is, I already mentioned it earlier, but it's the Estee Lauder Double Wear in 1W1 Bone. I talked about this in my Sephora haul back in September, and I was really excited about it, but I did not know how much I would be in love with this little bottle. I have never used a foundation like this that was so perfect all day. You look in the mirror at the end of the day and you're like, oh my god, I still look great. It's not patching, the coverage isn't getting thinner. I wear it when I'm doing my shows and I'm under the bright lights and it still looks perfect. It doesn't melt down. I love it. It's almost gotten to the point now where I only want to use it for special occasions, but I end up using it almost every day because I love it that much, and nothing really is comparing to it right now. And I'm so happy I found a holy grail foundation, because for a while I've been like bebopping and scatting all over the place with foundations and trying lots of things. So if you haven't tried it yet, you should. It's a holy grail product for a lot of people, and some people who are scared of full coverage are shying away from it. But if you want to sheer it out with a beauty blender, you can do that and still love this foundation and get a medium coverage out of it, if that's something that you're more of a fan of. I never feel like I'm wearing a lot of makeup when I'm wearing it. Just take my word for it. Just get it. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. My next favorite are my Mink lashes from Femme Fatale. That they don't really get a lot of love here on YouTube. I actually haven't heard anybody talk about them. I bought these on Hotlook. It's a great discount website that they have a lot of makeup sales. They have a Estee sale right now if you want to check that out. But I got these. These are in the... They don't actually have the design name on them. Sorry, but they look like this. They're super wispy and they're Mink lashes. Sorry, they're not perfectly attached. But they're really fluttery. I wore these in my Morphe palette review video and got a lot of comments on my eyelashes. And they just, oh my god, they just look so beautiful. They are the perfect combination of like dramatic lashes but still looking kind of natural. I guess that's what Mink lashes are really famous for, but I love these, and nobody's talking about this brand, Femme Fatale, so go for it. They're on sale a lot of the time, so try and find these. My next favorite item for the month of October is this Morphe brush. It's the B13 brush. I'll show it to you. It's actually quite large. You can see next to my face, it's actually kind of a large brush. When I bought this, I didn't know what I was going to use it for, but it was just unlike anything I'd ever seen. It looks like the Sigma E25 brush, but like on steroids. It's like the same shape where it's thinner down the middle and then wide and then tapered and really soft. So I was like, this is interesting. I just really like this brush because I can use it for a lot of things. I can use it to contour like a really harsh contour if that's what look I'm going for. I can use it to contour the sides of my nose because it's really big. If I'm just doing an all over lid color, like a nude or vanilla color on my eye and then just like a wing liner, like old school 1940s style, this is going to get product all over my eye in like one swipe. It's just a really cool brush, and I haven't seen anybody else make something kind of like this in this size. And I just think it's really cool and interesting, and I've been picking it up a lot and using it for a lot of different things. Usually when I use makeup brushes, they're for one purpose and I only use it for that one thing. And this is kind of like my little versatile sidekick that I use a lot. So this is the Morphe B13. Okay, I had a lot of lip products in my favorites, which is really strange because I'm not really a big lip product person usually, but I guess with fall time, the easiest way to do a fall look is to change your lip to a more dramatic wine, purpley lip color. So I've been getting really into that. And the next thing I'm going to talk about is something that I talked about in my drugstore haul, and I used it in my drugstore fall makeup video. And in the video, I actually said that I didn't really like it after all. It's the Rimmel Kate number 14 lipstick. I tried this again on its own because when I used it in the video, I was putting it over a fully lined lip, and I guess the combo of the lip liner and this, I just didn't like it. It ended up turning out too grayish for my taste. I usually go for a more pink lip, but when I wear this by itself, it's actually really gorgeous. It's this right here, but it's that brownie pink that is very on trend for fall right now, and wearing it by itself, I really like it. It's like your own lips but better color, and I find that it's not too much. People don't go, are you wearing lipstick? But like there's still something kind of magical about your mouth. That sounds disgusting. Okay, next is another lip product. This is from Bare Minerals. This is the Marvelous Moxie lip gloss in Maverick. It's like this isn't doing a really justifying of the color. It's like a dusty brown again, but it has little flecks of gold shimmer in it. You can see right here next to the Kate. So that's a really ugly swatch, but you can get the idea sort of. I just really like this. I'm wearing it right now. It's very pigmented. You could wear it on its own. It just looks like your lips, but better again. Slightly darker. It's not quite that plummy, winey shade that's very popular for fall, but it's more than pink, and it's more than that pink brown. And because it has that little bit of gold shimmer in it, I don't know, I just really like it. And I really like the doe foot applicator. It's got a bend shape to it. I don't know if you can see. It's like, so when you put it on your lips, it bends. It's just, I think it's really nice, and it's big. So you can get a lot of coverage with one swipe. The next thing is these glazed lip paints by LA Girl. I got 2 of these when I went to the Morphe store, and I want to get more because they are amazing. They remind me so much of the OCC lip tars, which are fantastic, but I just feel like you'll never use the whole thing, and they're so expensive for a lip product. I don't usually spend a lot of money on lip products. And I have 2 OCC lip tars that I have 3 that my boyfriend bought me as a gift, and I love them, but they're just so expensive, and because they're so pigmented, I just feel like I'm never going to use that whole tube. Nothing against them, I love them, but you know, you're never going to use all that. These lip paints perform very similarly for like 1/20th of the price. They're in that $2 to $5 range, and they're just as pigmented, and they have the very same sheen and color quality. I got them in Elude, which I wear all the time, and this shade Daring. I put this photo up on Instagram. I'll put it to the side right now, and I got so many positive comments on it saying, oh my god, and all you have to do when you wear a lip color like this is a little bit of liner, wing that out, and wear this, and you're good to go. This shade in particular, Daring, has really taken me out of my comfort zone. It's kind of like a plummy, true purple. Let me try and swatch it for you. They also smell like peppermint, which the OCC lip tars also smell like, so I think that's what they're going for, is trying to duplicate that formula. A little goes a long way. You can see that like plummy, winey shade. It's just beautiful, and if you want something that's like going to be a statement lip, this is a really great choice. And it's really nice when your mouth smells like peppermint, right? My last lip product is something I've had for almost a year now. My boyfriend got me this for Christmas last year because I was begging him, and he got it for me, and it's the Limecrime Velvetine. My color that I have is Red Velvet. It's one of the original 2, I think. It was this one in Strawberry or Strawberry Velvet or something like that. I'm almost out of it. It's getting a little patchy to put on because there's not enough product in the tube, but to say that I've had this for almost a year, and for those of you who don't know, I used to work on cruise ships as a singer, and I wore this for my shows every single time I had shows. Twice in one night, multiple times a week, every day for a year. And I'm just running out of it now. So that should say something to you about the product. I know that NYX has like a kind of dupe for this, matte lip creams or something. I don't forget what they're called, but they're also really great, but they don't have the staying power that this has. I posted another photo on my Instagram. I fell asleep in my makeup, and I had this on my lips, and I woke up and it looked perfect, as if I just put it on. And the fact that I didn't get any on my white pillow is a miracle. And it just is a testament to this product and how the staying power is amazing. You can eat, drink, and it looks different than other matte products. When they say it's velvet, it does have that like slightly, I don't want to say furry because that sounds disgusting. I don't know. It's hard to describe without it being on your actual lips, but I feel like this red velvet is like the most flattering red, and I know that they just came out with a slew of new colors that I really do want to try, that are slightly darker. I think there's one called Wicked that is a slightly darker red, but I think that if you put a brown pencil, like a darker pencil, and then like sheer it towards the center, sometimes I do that and it gives it a little bit of that more dark, deep ruby red look as opposed to like true red. That's it right there. It's just, oh my god. I just definitely need to get more of these. These are 20 bucks each, which for me, for a lip product, is really expensive, but the fact that I used it almost every day for a year and it's just starting to run out now makes it totally worth it for me. I definitely want to try some of the other colors. I'm just so obsessed with it and so grateful that my boyfriend found it online and bought it for me, because back then it was a lot harder to find. So get yourself one of these in whatever color you choose. My other holy bejesus, why have I waited so long to get this product for my favorites, has been the NYC Liquid Eyeliner. I just normally don't like liquid liner. This has a brush, and almost everybody I know who's got it has like the little one flyaway that you have to cut off. I still have yet to do that, but as long as you like brush it like this and make it really pointed, it has totally changed my eyeliner game. And I can't believe it was like $1.99. I don't know what it is about this brush. I don't know what it is about this formula. It just makes winged liner so easy, and it dries to like the perfect matte consistency. I'm so grateful to this product, and I'm so grateful for all the people who talk about it online, because I would have never thought to even go for an NYC product. I love this product, and if you are interested in doing wing liner and you feel like I just don't have control, and just dab off the excess, make this really pointed, cut off that extra hair, and I start with the wing first. I used to do like the full eye and then do the wing last, but now with this I've been doing the wing first and then bringing it in, and usually you'll see I'm going to do an eye tutorial pretty soon, but I do the wing and then I fill in the top part with a gel liner, because I just like the way that looks a little bit better, and I feel like I have more control with the gel on the actual eye part, but less control when I do the wing. So with this like two-part method, my liner game is like so much better. My other favorite thing that I'm surprised I actually like, because a lot of people don't like it, and I can see why they don't. This is the Benefit They're Real Push-Up Liner. This is like the deluxe sample size. That for me is like enough. It's not even close to running out yet, and I use it all the time. The reason why I like this liner is not necessarily because of the special applicator that it comes with. It's like this little rubber tip, but because the formula stays put. Like I was telling you about the Velvetines, I fell asleep. I fell asleep in this liner as well, and I woke up and my wing was like still flawless. This is really hard to get off. They sell a special makeup remover to pair with this item because it's that hard to come off. But on the flip side, that is really great when you put a lot of effort into your eyeliner and you go and look at it like a few hours later and it's like patching off, and like if you have like really oily eyelids like I do, you're like half of it's gone. This looks perfect from 8 a.m. to 3 in the morning. It looks amazing, and that's why I really like it. When I really want my liner to stay perfect all day, I'll put this on the top. Now that I have the NYC liner, I don't make a wing with it anymore, but it's actually designed to help you with your wing. It doesn't really help me that much. Sometimes the product gets too sticky, like the actual dispenser of the product isn't fluid enough for me to get a good wing. But as far as the top goes, it's amazing. So if you are one of those people that really just does normal everyday liner and you want it to stay, try the Benefit Push-Up Liner. It's pretty damn strong. So many favorites, y'all. Okay, my next thing is the, nobody really talks about this. It's the IT Cosmetics Tightline Full Lash Length Black Primer with Peptide Enhancing Serum. This is basically like it's mascara, but it comes in the tiniest brush that's ever existed. Look how tiny that brush is. It's the same width as the handle. This is the waterproof formula. I have to cry a lot in my show, so I've been using waterproof mascara lately. This is advertised as a eyelash primer, but what's really cool about it and how they sell it to you is because it's so small, you can get like right at the base of your lash. Most mascaras are too fat to do that. You can't get the very base of the brush to the very base of your lashes. It's just too big. This is so small, so you can get literally at the very root of your lash all the way up to the top. Because it's small, you kind of have to, for me, I find it's easier if I do the top down and then the underside up, and then that way it gets fully coated and then I can really let it go. But because it's so skinny and you're getting at the root of the lash, I don't even need liner when I wear this. It looks like I'm wearing liner when I'm not wearing it. When I do my no makeup look, I will use this and you will see what I mean. It's just a really cool product, and it's unlike anything else that's out there, and it's really great for women who don't have time to do perfect liner. This looks like you're wearing liner and it's liner and mascara basically in one. Almost, see that? That was pretty fierce. I dropped it and I caught it. Wasn't even looking. I'm on it today. Alright, my last favorites for the month of October is an oldie but a goodie. It's the That Gal Brightening Face Primer by Benefit. You know, you get this little sample size in those little kits that you can get for like 10 to 15 bucks at Sephora that are really great. I would recommend buying that instead of the full-size version of this because I think ounce for ounce, this is like a way better deal. I like it better than any other primer I've ever tried. I'm not a fan of silicone primers. Sometimes they break me out, sometimes they don't, but most of the time it just feels like I have this weird layer on my skin. This actually feels like my skin is being prepped for foundation. I feel like it does blur pores because it's brightening. It doesn't have a pearlized finish, but it does have that kind of glowy brightening effect, and so because of that, it therefore does blur pores and do all these things because the light is reflecting off and it's not emphasizing those areas. I just find it really moisturizing. It kind of smells like berry perfume or something. It's kind of like a weird but pleasant scent. I just really like it. Every time I put it on my face, I just love the way it makes my skin feel. And I just don't think I could ever like not buy this. I really love this product and nobody talks about it. I don't know why. Maybe because people who really like the silicone feel of a primer, this isn't going to be your cup of tea. This is more from a moisturizing standpoint and really makes your skin feel like, okay, I'm ready for foundation. As opposed to like, I am ready for foundation. I am covered and I don't know. I just don't like that feeling. I don't like feeling like I'm wearing a mask before I put on another mask. I just like, this is like, oh, give me foundation now. I don't know. I sound crazy. I feel like I'm going crazy during this video. Well, that does it for my October favorites. I've officially ruined my Lululemons by getting all of my swatches all over them. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please leave that information in the comments. If you have any questions about the products, you can leave that there too. I hope this was helpful and maybe introduced you to some products that you didn't know about and some products that maybe you were curious about and now you're like, okay, now I gotta have that because that's why I watch favorites videos. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye!